I've read over 100 books on money, and I've come across 8 dangerous books that you should never read unless you want to be broke. I literally threw this book out the door. Starting with Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This book is very popular, and I can certainly see why. It was first published in 1937, and it is based on Napoleon's study of successful individuals, including business magnates, politicians, and it explores the principles of achieving financial success and wealth through positive thinking, goal setting, and persistence. While it contains valuable insights, Think and Grow Rich has been criticized for promoting the idea that simply desiring or wishing for wealth can lead to its acquisition without emphasizing the importance of hard work and practical strategies. Here's why I think this book might be dangerous. There's an overemphasis on positive thinking. Now, while positive thinking is important, the book might lead readers to believe that merely thinking positively can bring wealth without the need for action. This oversimplification can create unrealistic expectations. I also found that the book doesn't provide practical financial advice or specific strategies for managing money. And you know that without these skills, readers might struggle to translate positive thinking into tangible financial success. Think and Grow Rich also doesn't address systemic barriers, the privileges that can significantly impact an individual's ability to accumulate wealth. And ignoring these factors can lead to a lack of understanding about the challenges that are faced by marginalized communities. Some readers might interpret the book's teachings as advocating for a get-rich-quick mentality. Pursuing quick wealth without a solid plan and realistic goals can lead to financial instability and risky decision-making. The book also implies that those who do not achieve wealth are at fault for not having the right mindset or determination. This ignores other factors that contribute to success, such as access to education, opportunities, social support. It can create feelings of guilt and inadequacy among those facing financial difficulties. The 48 Laws of Power is a best-selling book written by Robert Greene. This book explores the nature of power dynamics, and it provides strategies for gaining and maintaining power in different situations. The book draws on historical examples, philosophies, and psychology, a lot of psychology, to illustrate each of its 48 laws. While it is widely read and it has been praised for its insights, it is also controversial, and it has been criticized for its morally ambiguous content. I threw this book out the door, and I will tell you about that. Here's a summary of the book along with 5 reasons why I think it might be dangerous. The 48 Laws of Power explores the tactics and the strategies that people have historically used to gain and to manipulate power. Each law is presented with examples from history demonstrating how successful people and leaders have applied these principles to achieve their goals. For example, in law number 1, Greene says you should never outshine the master. He says that you should avoid appearing more intelligent or competent than your superior. This is a problem. Another example is in law number 3. Greene says you should conceal your intentions. Now, wait a minute. Conceal your intentions, meaning do not reveal your true plans and your motives to others. As far as I know, concealing your intentions can lead to mistrust and manipulation, as other people may not have complete information to make informed decisions or judgments about your actions. It's like lying about your intentions. Then law number 6, he says you need to court attention at all costs. Greene says always be in the public eye, create a spectacle to attract attention. And it looks like these days people have been reading that book. Seeking constant attention, however, can be perceived as attention-seeking behavior. It's potentially leading to a negative reputation and strained relationships with others. Law number 15, he says to crush your enemy totally. And this is where I threw this book out the door, literally. He says when you're defeating an opponent, ensure that they cannot recover or that they cannot retaliate. In other words, you get them good. If you're out to get somebody, get them good. But here's the thing. Complete destruction of enemies can create long-lasting enmity and hostility, potentially resulting in ongoing conflicts, or it will allow that enemy to attempt revenge. It's not a good idea. Then he says you need to enter any action you do with boldness, which is fine. But he said your goal is to instill fear in others. What? Excessive boldness can lead to recklessness and an overestimation of your abilities. That could result in you making risky decisions and negative consequences. Why do you need to instill fear in others? Something's not right about this law. In Law 33, Robert Greene says you need to discover each man's thumbscrew. Everyone, according to him, has something they are not confident about or something that makes them feel worried. This can be used by others to gain an advantage. So he wants you to find out people's weaknesses. For example, if someone is afraid of the dark, you can use that fear to make them do something for you. Crazy, huh? It's like finding a secret button in someone's mind. Some people show their fears openly, but others hide them. And according to Greene, the trick is to discover what makes each person scared or worried. And if you know that, then you have people right where you want them. This is a red flag for me. The next one is The Art of Money Getting. This is a book written by the famous showman and entrepreneur P.T. Barnum, and he founded the Barnum and Bailey Circus. This book is published in 1880 and it offers advice on financial success and wealth accumulation. It covers various aspects of money making, including the importance of hard work, perseverance, frugality, and honesty. However, it also includes controversial and potentially dangerous advice that readers should approach critically. Now, here's a summary of the book, along with my 5 reasons why it might be considered dangerous. In The Art of Money Getting, he shares his thoughts on the principles of acquiring wealth. Barnum stresses the importance of hard work, smart investing, and avoiding debt. Good. And the book also contains anecdotes from his very own life, his experiences in the entertainment business, and he talks about financial success in his life. However, the book promotes some questionable tactics for making money, such as exaggeration and showmanship. While these skills might be useful in certain industries, they can lead individuals to adopt dishonest practices. This exaggeration might lead readers to believe that manipulation and deception are acceptable means to achieve financial success, which can be harmful in personal and professional relationships. Barnum often attributed his success to luck, which might give readers the false impression that luck plays a more significant role than hard work, which is not true. He makes you believe that luck is everything. Luck is more important than strategic planning. Luck is more important than hard work in wealth accumulation. The book also does not provide practical advice. There's nothing about long-term wealth management. So readers who are seeking comprehensive financial guidance might be misled by the book's lack of concrete, actionable information. It also does not address the socioeconomic factors that can affect your ability to accumulate wealth, such as systematic inequalities, access to education, and other opportunities. Ignoring these factors can lead to a simplistic view of financial success, that it's oh so easy and anybody can do it, and the idea if I can do it, you can do it too. Nonsense. So readers should approach that book, The Art of Money Getting, critically, taking away the positive principles of hard work, yes, and honesty, while being cautious about the potentially harmful advice and attitudes presented in the book. The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley. While I love and appreciate The Millionaire Next Door and all the research they've done to bring us this knowledge about common everyday millionaires, it is not complete. This book has been criticized for promoting a frugal lifestyle as the ultimate path to wealth, and it potentially discourages readers from investing in opportunities that could lead to substantial financial growth. Additionally, The Millionaire Next Door focuses mainly on saving and spending habits. It neglects important topics like entrepreneurship, income generation. It doesn't talk much about how to handle money that you owe, like debts. The book mainly talks about saving, which might make people not learn about using borrowed money for good things like starting a business. The Millionaire Next Door makes money seem too simple. It doesn't talk about all the hard parts of making and saving money. This is what I find about this book. Dealing with changing prices and inflation, economic times, This might make people think it's easier than it really is to have a lot of money. So it's important to know everyone's situation is different, and it's okay not to be super frugal all the time, as this book preaches. The 1 Minute Millionaire by Mark Victor Hansen and Robert Allen is a motivational book that combines a fictional story with practical advice on wealth building. The book follows the journey of Michelle, a struggling single mother, and Marshall, a mentor. Marshall teaches Michelle and the readers essentially those necessary principles for financial success. The book emphasizes the power of positive thinking, taking bold actions, and investing wisely. It introduces the concept of multiple streams of income. Throughout the book, readers are encouraged to believe in their potential and to take decisive steps to achieve their financial abundance. However, there are some issues with this book. This book receives criticism because it talks a lot about fast ways to become rich, hence the name, the 1 Minute Millionaire. But getting rich usually takes time and hard work, not just quick tricks. The book suggests you can become a millionaire really fast, which might make readers think it's super easy. Critics say that the book makes becoming rich sound too simple. The book also does not stress the importance of planning for the long term. Building wealth is often a gradual process that needs careful planning, and ignoring this can lead to financial instability. So when you read this book, you have to keep these things in mind. There is no 1 Minute Millionaire. Also, critics argue that the book doesn't highlight the need for continuous efforts, but building and maintaining wealth requires ongoing effort. Ignoring the importance of effort can lead to disappointment and financial setbacks. The 4-Hour Work Week by Timothy Ferriss is a self-help book that challenges the traditional 9-to-5 work model. This book is super popular, and yes, there are great things in this book. Tim Ferriss advocates for a lifestyle redesign that focuses on maximizing efficiency and freeing up time, which is great. He emphasizes the importance of outsourcing tasks, automating your business, etc. These are all great. The book encourages readers to prioritize their passion, achieve more with less effort, and create a life that balances work and leisure. He suggests getting others to do your work for you, which sounds good, but this means that someone else, often someone in a lower position, often someone in a poor country, someone else does the job. So this happens a lot with big businesses. They hire cheaper workers in other countries to make more money. That is for them to make more money, not the workers. It's not just factories, even customer service, office tasks, all of these things are outsourced today. And this system benefits from people working for less money in different countries. So Tim advises us to use people in poorer countries to do our work for us, like freeing up our time. However, this doesn't make the tasks disappear. It just means that someone else is doing the work. This system only benefits those who are at the top. Remember this. While the people at the bottom who do the actual work lose their freedom. Valuing your time and using your energy to do the most important thing is great. But when it includes exploiting poor people, this is where we need to draw the line. In Tim's book, there is an overemphasis on passive income. He promotes the idea of generating passive income streams to achieve financial freedom. Passive income is a legitimate concept. It is great, but as we know, passive income is never passive. The book might lead readers to believe that it's easy to set up and maintain passive income. And it doesn't talk about the effort, the time, the expertise, the learning that you have to do before you can set up and build reliable sources of passive income. Tim's book also suggests that escaping the 9-to-5 work routine is the ultimate goal, which potentially fosters dissatisfaction with traditional employment. Now, this mindset might discourage people from finding fulfilling careers or investing effort into skill development and long-term professional growth. Pursuing a lifestyle solely based on passive income and remote work can lead to financial instability as well, especially if individuals don't have a solid financial safety net, or you haven't thoroughly researched the feasibility and the sustainability of your chosen income streams. So the book can be misleading, suggesting that a 4-hour work week is achievable for everyone. Really? This approach might not suit everyone's skills. Your career aspirations might be different, or their financial goals. Attempting to implement such a drastic change without considering individual circumstances can lead to disappointment and financial stress. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a personal finance book written by Robert Kiyosaki, another ever famous book, published in 1997, and it contrasts the financial philosophies and practices of two father figures, his biological father, which he calls Poor Dad, and then the other dad, which he calls Rich Dad, which I don't believe is true anyway. So the Poor Dad follows traditional financial advice of getting a good education, working hard, saving money, and avoiding debt. And then his Rich Dad advocates for financial education, investing in assets, and entrepreneurship. The book revolves around the lessons that Kiyosaki learned from his Rich Dad, and it challenges conventional beliefs about money and encourages the readers to think differently about wealth creation and financial independence. Now, why might this book be dangerous? The book does offer a new perspective on money. That is true, but it often lacks specific actionable steps for the readers to follow, and that is important. This lack of practical guidance can leave readers inspired but uncertain about how to implement the principles in their own lives. The book encourages taking financial risks, such as investing in real estate, starting businesses, but it doesn't provide adequate warnings about the potential pitfalls and the challenges associated with these ventures. Readers might undertake risky investments blindly without fully understanding the risks that they are taking or the consequences. The Rich Dad's philosophy downplays the significance of formal education, which might discourage some readers from pursuing higher education or acquiring valuable skills. And if you know me, you know I am very big on acquiring education because it is still important no matter what theories people come up with. The book challenges the conventional view of debt, stating that not all debt is bad if it is used to generate income. However, this idea can be misinterpreted. This can lead readers to accumulate unnecessary or unmanageable debt in pursuit of investment. So, as you know, this can lead to financial problems. Some readers might interpret the book as promoting a get-rich-quick mentality, leading them to expect quick financial success without understanding the patience, discipline, effort it requires. This misconception can lead to financial impulsivity and disappointment. Readers should approach this book critically, extracting valuable lessons. Yes, there are valuable lessons about financial education in there and investing, but readers must be cautious about the potential dangers associated with misinterpreting the book's principles and taking undue financial risk without proper understanding and planning. These are my 8 dangerous money books out there, but here are even more dangerous side hustle mistakes that you want to avoid.